Bro, Tyler came and shook CT, like grabbed everybody. This is my state now. Like, bro, I remember. So I had left. I graduated 2016. So I had just graduated. I went to Putnam. Tyler came in that next year. So I had just went to the state championship twice. I lost twice.
Okay.
So then clearly I still got boys at the school. Boys still on the team. They calling me like, yo, we got some nice dude from New York. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, who? Whatever. They FaceTiming me. And you know y'all New York dudes, y'all confident, cocky, like Tyler, like yo, he dirt. He not messing with me. He not rocking with me. I'm
I already know.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, who is this talking like this, bro? Who is this?
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. SwayReportingLive one-on-one sit-downs. I forgot to even do my intro last episode. That's how you know I'm locked in and just want to get to the content, get to the journalism, get to, a part of my YouTube channel that people like to appreciate and like to watch. It gives a different side of their favorite hoopers. And now we're on to different media. I don't even know how to introduce this guest. I'll tell you this. He took over New York City a little bit this year. By his coverage. You probably know him by his AAU vlogs. He has a documentary with Captain Jack himself, Ian Jackson. We'll get to him. He just made a beautiful announcement today. And he just finished, I think, second year of basketball clinic.
Yep.
And if you guys haven't noticed already, we got Shake Hoops in the building. Can we get a round of applause, please?
Thank you for having me.
Shake Hoops. I'm not gonna lie. First, tell the people first and last name, and what would you consider yourself in this space?
Jordan Pettway, also known as Shake Hoops nowadays. Honestly, I just call myself a video producer, but it's kind of growing to more things. Like this year, like you said, I'm putting myself on the camera and stuff like that too. So I'm just all around like a producer, like in the media space.
Producer in the media space.
Yeah.
I tend to ask that question because certain people don't like certain titles such as content creator, influencer, and of guys like us, we wear a bunch of different hats, whether it's a producer hat, a director hat, stuff like that. So that's the reason why I asked that question. But how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How you doing, bro? Thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm not going to lie. Once we met, I think it was during New York versus New York last year we met. Once we met, because I always followed your page already. So I'm like, all right, I know who this is, but I never put a face to the person, a face to the media. So once I got to meet you, I'm like, all right, see how he move a little bit, see what his content looks like. And, of course, content, it speaks for itself.
Appreciate you, bro.
Let's start there. New York versus New York. Right, that's when I met you. You started realizing who certain guys are in New York City. Some guys you already knew. You have Connecticut ties, right? So let's start there. You're not from New York City. You're from Connecticut.
Yeah, I'm from Connecticut.
All right, so try to talk about your upbringing in Connecticut before we even get to all the good stuff.
Yeah, from Connecticut. I wear that proudly. Like anyone asks me, I'm not one of those people like, yeah, I'm from New York. Like, nah, I'm from Connecticut.
Okay.
Wear it proudly on my sleeve. Grew up playing sports till I was born, like out the womb, pretty much. In the basketball, played every sport growing up, but when I got to high school, like probably like strictly basketball, stuff like that. Came up in that space a little bit out there, was good out there, went to college, played basketball, and then it was after college, joined the media, stuff like that.
All right, so see clearly I didn't do my research properly because I knew you played high school ball.
Yeah.
So you played college ball as well?
Yeah, I played at a D3 school in Mass.
Okay. I mean, hey, man, college ball is college ball.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people can't do that. Lord knows I ain't even play on my high school basketball team. I should have played high school basketball, but my parents, they're Jamaican, got me in soccer. So, you see a tall kid playing soccer, and they all like, yo, why isn't he playing basketball? That's why I will not pick up a basketball. But we will get to that and your skills. But in terms of your skills, when I started doing my research on you, I looked at your YouTube page, and your first ever video is a video of yourself. That was about 9 years ago, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So you're about to hit your 10-year mark, if you haven't already, but you're about to hit your 10-year mark. But what was the thinking behind, all right, my first YouTube page and first post on my YouTube page is going to be me hooping?
Bro, it's crazy. Like, I just knew how to edit and stuff back then. Like, that was just a hobby for me. Like that was just a hobby I had. I knew how to edit stuff. I knew how to go on my phone and like edit pictures and stuff. That was just a hobby I liked. It wasn't like I was like, oh yeah, mad into cameras and stuff like that. I just knew how to do it.
HDR filter.
Yeah, like picnic, all that. Like I knew how to do all that stuff. And then I knew how to like, I probably had back then it was probably iMovie in like high school, but I knew Windows Movie Maker when I was in like 6th grade, 7th grade. It's crazy like that what I do now. I didn't even this stuff never crossed my mind back then. But back to that video, I just needed a video so I could send to colleges for real. Like I was just let me make my own mixtape.
Okay, so this was for yourself, like
yeah,
I bet.
Literally, let me make this. I could send this to schools, could see this, and I'll get recruited. Like that's what I was really thinking about. Then back then, that was like Ball is Life era, like Hoop mixtape era. So I was like, I don't need nobody to come. I can make it myself from my game. So I just and then I was like, like playing around with the YouTube page and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll just put it on my own page. And it's crazy to see where my page is now.
Where did you take that work from? Because of course somebody had to record it. Was that a high school? Was this?
Yeah, so it's just our. So it's crazy. I did like a kind of like a cut and paste everything. So a lot of it was from my like high school games getting recorded. Like they record every high school game. Like nowadays the kids have Huddle and stuff like that.
Local live
and then like when the news came to my game or something, they have it online. I just search that up, or if we were on TV that day or something, search it up, find the clip. Like it was like cut and paste type of thing.
You was on your Final Cut stuff before we
even.
What's it again? Leak Cap Cut? Yo, you was on your Cap Cut stuff before the.
I was on it, bro. It might have been like Triller back then or something.
Oh yeah, I remember Triller. Oh now, you talking right now. You talking. So. Who put the basketball in your hand? How did we even get to loving that sport?
Definitely my dad. My dad played college basketball at Sacred Heart, in Connecticut.
Okay.
From Connecticut. So like I said, sports was just in my DNA out the womb. Like that's the only thing I cared about as a kid. Like I wasn't one of those kids that like was trying to experiment with other things. Like all I ever cared about was sports. Like to be honest,
I felt that wholeheartedly. So in terms of high school to college, you got recruited to play college ball, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if I heard it correctly, but give the school and what was your college years like?
Yeah, so before I actually went to college, I went to Putnam Science Academy.
Okay.
So I went there first, and that's kind of where I like my eyes opened with the world of basketball because I was like nice in Connecticut. Like I went all state twice. Like got all the awards back out there, so I'm like, I'm nice. So then I'm like Putnam came to see me. One of my former teammates, I went there, and he went D1 after that. So I'm like, this the route I'm taking this route. Like I haven't really seen anything, and that opened my eyes. So I was at school with like Hami Diallo, who else was from New York out there? Isaac Conti, he went to Jeff. He went to Georgia at one point. Like so, I was with like all these dudes. We had like 15 D1 dudes there. So I'm like.
You're looking at the levels.
I'm looking at sports different, but ended up there. I had got hurt. I had to get shoulder surgery, so I was looking at some D2 schools and stuff. But like I had to go work out for them. I couldn't. I had to get surgery.
Okay,
so I ended up choosing a D3 school in Mass called Endicott College. Definitely was a fun experience there. But I'm glad I went there because like it kind of pushed me to like what I'm doing now.
So. You just described a realization moment that most hoopers don't have or refuse to have. When you realize the gap between yourself and like you said, D1 talent, what went through your head, and did that discourage you at all, or did it just pave the way for what you're doing right now?
Honestly, I had wished I seen it earlier. Like I speak about it nowadays. Like you need to see talent early. Like so, I wish like my freshman year I saw like I wasn't that good. Like I wish someone was like, you're not that good, bro. But like I'm in Connecticut. A lot of people in Connecticut, we have like small town mindset kind of thing. Like that's why I love New York basketball because like you can't like it's always somebody else coming. It's always somebody else coming. So many people. But yeah, like it kind of pushed me to even now. Like what I do now is like it's always somebody else working. Like somebody else out there grinding. Like that's probably maybe more talented than you. So how you gonna stand out? So that's kind of like what I kind of took from that experience.
Got you. When did Shake Hoops become a thing? As in like the name itself. How did we go from Jordan Pettway to Shake Hoops? So
when in high school, like the craziest thing about Shake itself is like it was just something dumb. Like how old are you?
26.
26. All right, so you around my age. So remember when like Nick Young was like Swaggy P back in the day, like
Facts.
swag. Everybody's like was Swaggy something.
Word.
So I'm like a freshman in high school. I'm like, yo, like we should create a group. Like let's be something. I was like, let's be Shake Squad. And my friends, as they there, they like, yeah, let's do it. But they probably like, what he talking about? Like, and I'm like, nah, like everyone, let's be Shaky something, like Shaky J, Shaky whatever. And I'm
ISO
like,
fam this, ball is life this. Word,
exactly.
Word.
Like, so I'm like, all right, like Shaky something. I'm like, little dumb kid, like call me this, and it like kind of stuck a little bit or whatever. So then when I made that YouTube page, I'm like, oh, like there was Home Team Hoops back then, so I was like joking around, like literally it was all kind of joking around, like, oh, like I'm gonna be Shaky Team Hoops, like blah blah blah. Like then I was like, oh, let me like turn this into like an actual like my hobby page, like whatever. Like so I was calling it Shaky Films, like when I first started. Yeah, it was Shaky Films, and then yeah, kind of like that was just became my nickname throughout high school and college and stuff. Like kind of just stuck, but it definitely was self-given. I'm not gonna lie.
It's almost like my story with Sway, because mine, I'll try to give this short story. Long story less long. I was in high school. This was 11th grade. I had chemistry class. My teacher's name was Miss Perkins, and we were her first ever like class of people because she just started teaching. Basically, the whole Kanye West and Sway in the Morning thing had happened like a few days before. So me and my mans talking about it in like, Facebook Messenger back in the day. We brought that, we saw the video, laughed about it, and then the next day everybody was just saying Sway. You ain't got the answer, Sway. So it went from that to now people taking it outside of chemistry class, and now everybody's just calling me Sway, and then that's how that stuff. So technically my name is also self-given.
Yeah.
If one of my friends tell it, but I don't remember asking to be called Sway. I just was going with the flow. So I definitely hear you on that.
Yeah, I was asking back then, but then honestly nowadays I'm like, oh, I don't even know if I could redo it, I probably wouldn't name it that, but it stuck, like, so I'm cool with it, and I like those Shake Hoops. I like that now. So
got you. How do we get from CT to being one of the bigger videographers, content creators in the space, right? Before you answer that question, let's talk about the culture that you come from. Try to describe the Connecticut culture of basketball.
CT basketball culture is like very different than New York. It's kind of way more spread out. Like you kind of like, we have a culture like, if the games is lit, like people gonna be there. Like I played a bunch of sold out games, been to a bunch of sold out games. Like we had like top players like Mustafa there, Tremont Waters. When I was like a little kid, the person I looked up to was like Chris Dunn. Like Chris Dunn was dumb nice in Connecticut when I was a little kid. I remember going to watch him play.
Chris Dunn,
and,
word.
Yeah, now he's in like NBA, like journeyman, but made his way.
In the playoffs right now, though. I'll tell you.
No, that's
much.
what I'm saying. He made his way, but like when I knew Chris Dunn, he was a bucket, like one of the best players, whatever. But then yeah, Connecticut is kind of spread out. We have like two, I don't know if like Connecticut people know, but we have like two sides. We have 203 and 860. 860 is like more near Mass, and we're more near New York, so we kind of feed off of New York a little bit, like our slang and how we feel. Like we were only an hour away from New York.
Hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah.
So like we kind of feed a little bit off New York culture, but we got our little we got our own little swag to it too. So
got you. So one person, we spoke about it off camera a little bit. One of my older guests, you have some relation to him. I've seen on your YouTube page you actually recorded some of his games as well, or at least edited the highlights. Tyler Bourne. I've only been able to read articles on what he was doing in Connecticut. So when I looked at your YouTube page, I was like, oh snap! I'm watching a couple. Tyler Bourne had a 22-point comeback.
Bro, Tyler came and shook CT, like grabbed everybody. This is my state now, like, bro. I remember. So I had left. I graduated 2016. So I had just graduated. I went to Putnam. Tyler came in that next year. So I had just went to the state championship twice. I lost twice.
Okay.
So then clearly I still got boys at the school. Boys still on the team. They calling me like, yo, we got some nice dude from New York. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, who? Whatever. They FaceTiming me. And you know y'all New York dudes, y'all confident, cocky, like Tyler, like, yo, he dirt. He not messing with me. He not rocking with me. I'm like,
already know.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, who is this talking like this, bro? Who is this? I think I had played him like once at AAU or something, but like it was like an AAU game, so it wasn't nothing crazy. So I'm like, yo, who is this? Whatever. I went home. like for like a weekend or something. We y'all hoop it together. I'm like, yo, this little dude nice. Like I'm only 5'11", so Tyler is like 5'8". Tyler's like 5'8".
Yeah, word.
We playing ones like. I'm like, oh, Tyler,
word.
dumb nice. Then I'm watching him play. I'm like, yo, like he's the best player on the court every game. Like literally, like the best player, like fastest play, like get into any spot he want, laying everybody. I'm like, yo, this dude is nice. So that was his junior year. They had lost a year. Senior year, he came back wilding again. He won Connecticut Player of the Year. Like that game, they were like down like 20. They didn't lose a game that year.
I think we
like,
talked about that, but word.
Like so you probably like Tyler used to like chill until someone like poked the bear. Till someone poked the bear.
Yep.
Whatever. It was in the fourth. They was down like 20 or something. I remember him on the bench. Like, boy, he just came out wild. He had like 27, bro. Like I had never seen something like that. Like I always tell people, Tyler's like pound for pound one of the best players I've seen, and I've seen a lot of basketball.
That boy can go.
Like pound for pound, like he's only 5'8", like you said, 5'8", maybe like 150.
Shoot
maybe.
from anywhere,
bro.
All
like,
3 levels.
Tyler dumb.
Any layup package he got, or you think he probably got better than that.
Mm-hmm.
That boy tough.
No, OD. He came and turned CT up for sure.
So another thing that happened in CT was your basketball clinic. This was your second year doing this. I don't know your partner's name, so I'll let you describe that. But basketball clinic, you guys basically get all types of talent from CT and put them against each other and workouts, drills, whatever, and you let them hoop. That's usually a boy's dream that loves basketball. So describe why you even did that in your city and what do you think you're doing with this?
Yeah, so shout out my boy Drew Sawyer. So when I was at college, we from the same area, but he went to the same college as me. He's older than me, so he was in his grad year when I was a freshman. We used to work out together, and he kind of was an originator of like all the shaky film stuff. Like he was like cause we were working out, he's like, yo, I need someone to edit this. Like somebody was recording, but the guy didn't know how to edit. And he was like, yo, I need somebody to edit. I'm like, yo, I know how to edit. He thought I was like BSing. I was like, nah, bro, like I really know how to edit. I did a video for him. He's like, yo, like this is it. And we built a bond, like working out, making videos and stuff. And then he worked for Puma basketball marketing now. So we're like, bro, like let's get back to Connecticut, because like he's seen a lot of basketball like now in his life. I've seen a lot of basketball, and like we realize there's a lot of talent in Connecticut that don't really get seen. Like I know some kids that like they'll come out here and compete in New York, but they don't get the same opportunities as say a New York kid might get, or like Jersey kid, like because it's just that's what it is. Like Connecticut's small, like compared to the bigger places, it's not that big. So we're like, yo, I have my platform, you have your marketing and career and stuff like that. Like let's just give back. Like so this is the second year we did it. Hopefully we gotta keep growing and stuff like that. We just want to give back to the state that made us.
What are the types of challenges you get when trying to do something like that?
Honestly, it's been kind of smooth sailing right now.
All right, I don't want to jinx you.
Yeah, so like it has like only reason I'll say it's been smooth sailing because we haven't tried to do too much. Like we haven't tried to do like, oh, let's do like 100 people come sign up, stuff like that. We kind of been like, oh, like let's pick 15 kids. The first one we did was like little kids, like a little clinic, go pull up, like we'll do some drills. This one we did like 8th graders, so we picked like 20 8th graders. Oh, pull up, we'll play some games and stuff like that. And we just learning as we grow. We're not trying. It's not like we like desperate to do a clinic and stuff. So we just trying to like learn as we go. We're gonna do a high school one soon too. So yeah, should be dope. Should keep growing.
I'm not gonna lie. Not much people can have that type of thinking. I only say that because clearly you found something that said, you know what, I'm gonna do it this way, get back to my city, and you're not even in that, I'm not trying to discredit you at all, but you're not in that high level status where it's like, all right, if I want to get back, I'm gonna get back with this or with this. So that's a mindset that not a lot of people have, and I applaud you for that. This kind of ties into my next kind of questioning. People like the Zakai Ziegler, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that last name right. Then we have Slam, the different types of Slam games, volume 1, 2, 3. We got high school mixtape that you've done, saying that you came from the Ballers Life mixtape era. EYBL vlogs, you know, and in this EYBL vlog, at least from the ones I saw, potentially one of the better AAU teams we've ever seen. Taha Pettiford, Elliot Cardo, Jakai Howard, Malik Thomas, Jakai Sanders were just some names on this list. And you got to basically go to all, 5 stops that they had, and they ended up winning Peach Jam. So
they didn't win Peach Jam, but they were like one of the best teams.
Okay, my fault. I didn't watch that.
You okay.
But this kind of looked like your staple type of content that you started to do at this time, vlogging or long form content, for lack of a better term. What's it like being on the road with these types of guys, and you're getting the call? Not a lot of media people get the call for these high level, highly talented teams. So what's it like getting that call and being on the road with these guys?
Yeah, bro, I got to shout out Shandu McNeil from New York Lghtning, Dre Harrington from New York Lghtning, Ted. They all put me on with Lghtning pretty much. So when I was like a younger, my boy Matt Turner played for Lghtning. I had wanted to play back then, but they wouldn't put me on. But it's all good. It's all good. But nah, like they had this kid actually from Connecticut was working out. I made a video for him. This was like COVID times. Mm-hmm. They had seen it. They was like, "Yo, who that dude? He nice, whatever." I'm just leaving college, so I'm still getting like my feet wet in the space and stuff. Right. Like, oh, like pull up to one of our practices, whatever. Pulled up there. This is when like Zakai and them was there. Made a video, like killed that video. They loved it, whatever. I went to Peach Jam with them, and that's when Zakai blew up. Like, so then Zakai blew up. I had like a good, like I made a lot of videos to Peach Jam. Like, that was like COVID, so it was like a weird time. So I'm kind of still learning stuff. But I'm recording, like, that's Bronny was there. Like, I made a Jared McCain video back then. It had, like, 300K views. Like, Bron had posted a picture I had taken. Like, this is my first tournament, like, I've ever been to, like, recording for real. Like, Bron posted a picture, used it as profile pic. I'm like...
You remember what year that was?
That was 2021.
Okay. And he used that as a profile?
Yeah, it was his profile picture. He had posted it first, and then he used it as his profile picture. I'm like, yo, all right, maybe I'm doing something right over here.
Gangster.
Yeah. So then I seen Zakai blow up. Like I'm like, oh, like the kids is like, I'm not. It was weird because like I wasn't like a normal videographer to them. Like I said, I hooped and stuff. So it was like I know the struggles y'all kind of going through and like what's going on. Y'all don't want camera in your face at certain points and stuff like that. Like I'm not about to ask you something off the wall. Like so they was like rocking with me. I was mad cool, and then that's when I had met like Ian and all of them. Like they were on Lghtning at the time. I had met them. Then like to fast forward to Ellie and to Jahda and them, I was like, all right, like I'm doing all this mixtape stuff. Like I want to storytell. Like, I want to make longer form content like that lives forever. Cause like I like mixtapes and stuff, but like I feel like that's here today and gone tomorrow sometimes. Literally. But like if you on my YouTube, like that's there forever. Like you could like something could happen tomorrow and it could get another extra 100,000 views or like whatever. Like so then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just vlog. I'm gonna vlog it like. So we go to Atlanta. Like I didn't even know how it was gonna turn out. Like Tahad put it between his legs. Elliot dunking Zakai between his legs. They throwing lobs all over the place. I'm like, damn. Whatever. I post the video. We going to Arizona. I remember it vivid right now. We going to Arizona because the sessions was back to back. I just posted. I'm like, oh, let's see how it do. Like that joint blew up. Like I'm like, wait, what the hell? Phoenix, same thing, blew up. Like I'm like, yo, like I'm in the moment, so I'm not realizing how exciting this team actually is. Like you don't really like. It's 2 6-foot guards dunking on dudes, and the dude with a 60-inch vertical. Like it's crazy. Then, like you said, Zakai Swan, like everybody on the team was just nice. Then like they was like a great group of kids too. Like they was good around the camera. Like they weren't
they weren't camera shy at all.
Yeah, like they weren't camera shy at all. Like so it was like seamless, bro. And like I always tell these people, like I thank them to this day. Like, I could never do another video with Elliot Tahad, Boogie, Ian, like all those, like all them, like they was rocking with me from the jump. Like before, like nowadays, like I could never do another video with them again. Those are my boys for life. So
let's continue this conversation. Technical difficulties, everybody. It's all right. We're gonna keep it pushing. You were talking about the relationships you were making in this EYBL stops, New York Lghtning to be specific. A name you mentioned was Ian Jackson. This looked like one of your major productions with him. You said you will always be forever thankful with the New York Lghtning team that you ended up going to all these stops with. That kind of helped you pave the way in how you got your name out and also how you work. So from that to Ian Jackson, how did that Ian Jackson relationship even get there?
Yeah, so like I said, in 2021, that's when I first went with Lghtning. So back then, Ian played with Lghtning, the 16s team, and he was like he might have been ranked like top 10 or something at that point, but like he was just nice. So I had posted a video, whatever. A little bit of time went on, and And then I had worked a camp for Made Hoops. So they had like a high school camp, like, you know, the fall camps that they all have. So I was working with Made Hoops at this time for this thing. And they're like, because I had made a video for them for Slam Classic, so they knew I could do long form videos and stuff like that. So they're like, oh, like for this, you should do a day in the life with somebody. I'm like, oh, who? They're like, oh, like you should probably just do it with Ian. Like, you know him, like whatever. So whatever. I'm with Ian. Ian pulls up. Like, it's probably like early morning Saturday. The camp is Saturday, Sunday. So I'm with Ian freaking 12 hours. Those two days, that's the longest I spent with him at that time. It was like seamless, bro. Like, I had him mic'd up. Like, he talking to me while he hooping. Like, he like a top sophomore in the country. Like, it's like we had an instant, like, we was cool. Like, it wasn't like oh, like I'm just a video guy here to record you, bro. It was like, I'm cool, bro. Like, we cool. Whatever. That video was dumb tough. Came out mad tough. Like, he was frying that camp. Yeah. Whatever. Then he or like our relationship just kept building from that, and then he had hit me when he was with Hayes. This was his sophomore year of Hayes, so he has like him, Tobey, Ty Foster, Chop. What's the guard name? I don't know why I'm blanking right now. The small guard.
It wasn't Mel.
DJ.
Mel wasn't there at that point.
DJ, that's his name, right? Victory.
I could be. Yeah, I don't want to say yes because I'm drawing a blank too.
That's definitely him. They was dumb nice, bro. Like, everyone was dumb nice. But he's like, yo, pull up, bro. Like, pull up to Hayes. I'm living in Connecticut still at this time. I'm like, all right, but I'll come to Hayes, whatever. Just like still cooking away. Like we just building a relationship at this time. And then what happened? Maybe that summer, like I made like a crazy mix. Like, they had won it. I actually posted it today. It's funny. He's like, yeah, like, I'm the king of the city. I made some crazy mix. Like, he made I put like a Boogie King of the City on it. Like, John went crazy. Like, that video went crazy. So as he's blowing up, like, I'm kind of the one recording him at this time because he's a younger guy. A lot of people like to record the seniors and stuff. So at that time, I'm like, oh, let me tap into the younger crowd. Like, that's gonna be there at one point. So I'm recording him, Boogie. They're the new kids on the block at this time. Like, so I'm recording them. And then, like, the next year came, I'm like, yo, like, let's do a doc. We keep talking about it. Don't really happen. I'm like, bro, I'm going to just record everything. Let's do a doc, bro. Like, let's do a doc.
At some point, we'll get to that, yeah.
Yeah, like, so I'm just recording everything. Like, I took, like, a while to edit. I might have not released it till, like, that fall or something. But, like, the story, how it came together was just so crazy. Like, they just had, like, they lost. Then, like, he missed like the game-winning shot. It's so funny. He's going to St. John's. He missed the game-winning shot at St. John's.
That was against Boogie and them.
Yep,
correct?
Against Boogie and them. Word. Like, then like I filmed like interview with him for that, for like we was together for like 2 hours. Like, he's like being real vulnerable in it. Like, sometimes people like are in their shell. He's being like, Ian was always somebody comfortable in front of the camera, go give me real answers, stuff like that, being real vulnerable, and like it just took off from there. Multiple episodes. Like, yeah, that's really my dog. Like, now.
What I liked about what you just told in that mini story is how you decided you pointed out something. New York City is kind of at fault for it. Not a lot of people do it. But you mentioned that most people were paying attention to the seniors, and you chose to go the little bit younger route, the guys that will end up being at that point. Why did you pick that route? In trying to certain people you cover, why did you pick the younger crowd?
Yeah, so I'm somebody I'm a watcher. Like, if you talk to me, I'll have a great conversation with you, but I'm not about to be like yelling around all the place. I just like to watch things, to peep things. So like I said, I'm at that first EYBL thing. I learned so much about video stuff. So I'm at the thing, and of course, Bronny and them are playing. Imani Bates back then is playing. I'm like, all right,
shout out Imani Bates.
Yeah, deep cut right there. So I'm watching them. I'm like, I'm recording them too. I'm like, of course I want to record the top player. Of course. I'm posting them. It's not really going to hit that much because Slam, Ball is Life, Bleacher Report, Sports Center Next, they're all posting them. So I'm like, all right, let me go to this younger game. So I remember Chad from Made Hoops, he was like, yo, can you go record? I had just met him at this point. He's like, oh, can you go record somebody? The Team Why Not coach asked if they wanted somebody to record for them. I'm like, sure, okay. Like, they was like their 16s team. It's like Jared McCain, Kylan Boswell. Who else? Who played that game? Isaiah Collier that just got drafted. No, I'm the only cameraman in the gym.
And this is 2021 still.
2021. I'm the only cameraman in the gym. Then I went to another game. It's Rob Dillingham, Aiden Holloway.
Yeah, I seen that post too.
All them. They're 16s at this point. Not many people are recording them. Like it might be like one other person.
They ain't blow up yet.
They're like they're the kids at that point. So I'm like, but I'm posting it and I'm like, oh, this is doing good. So I had posted Jared McCain, and I was on TikTok back then, but not like. I wasn't tapped in with like the youth back then, I guess. Like everyone's like commenting on my TikToks. Like he was doing like this dance call. Like, oh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It was like some viral thing back then. Everyone's commenting. And I'm like, what the hell does this mean? Whatever. I post a mix. He's like, yo, bro, send me that. He posted, bro. I'm like, oh. And then nobody else got this film. Like I'm the only one recording it.
Only one.
So I'm like, yo, like I'm gonna tap in with the young. Because they're gonna be the next up. Like Bronny, Monty Bates, like they put in their work to get to that point. Like they already there. So I'm like, let me just tap in with this younger crowd. And then now when they seniors and stuff, that's all the videos everybody looking at. Like I'm the one they looking to for that video. Like, Shake, pull up, blah, blah, blah. Like, so even like to this day, I still try to tap in with the younger crowd. It's a little bit different now 'cause I'm more seasoned. So it's kind of like I'm there, but like I try to show love to like the kids coming up 'cause 17's you there. Like, you got your offers and stuff already. Like,
or you still, you're at that point where this might be your last time doing it.
Yeah.
So I asked that because there's always a story on how somebody gets their opportunity. And it seems like the EYBL circuit was your opportunity with these guys. How did you realize how early in the game you were when you got that opportunity and you ran with it? Did you realize how early off that most guys starting off with a camera might not get that opportunity so quick?
Yeah, I definitely got, like, I don't want to call it luck, but it was just like right place, right time. 'Cause like even my college year, so I had worked an internship with Slam, like that whole summer, that my first semester of college, my senior year.
Okay.
So that was my first really introduction to video stuff. So I'm like literally, and then like it's COVID. So at first I was gonna do my man's had worked for them, like for them. So he put me on, like grateful for him forever. So it's COVID. So at first I was gonna be taking a train to New York every day in the summer. So I'm like, oh, that's gonna be tough, whatever. But it was COVID, so I'm just home. So I'm like, I had my at that point, I was kind of like giving up on basketball. Like it was like, all right, like we got to do something else. Like when I first went to college, I wanted to be a pro and all that, but like it wasn't working out. Like my college career didn't go how I wanted it to. Like I started and stuff. Like I played a lot of games, played a lot of minutes, but I wasn't averaging 15 no more. Like I wasn't the man no more. Like I was, feel me? So I'm like, all right, what's my next step? And I'm gonna go at this harder than I did. I'm gonna learn from my basketball career. Like I just relay everything back to sports. Like I said, that's what I know. So whatever I worked at internship, I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna really grind. I'm gonna edit every day. Like if I'm gonna lock in, edit everything every day. So whatever. At first I thought I was just gonna be an editor. Like I thought I was like, I'm gonna just edit. I'm gonna sit behind this computer, learn edits. Then I ended up picking up the camera a little bit. Like I didn't even know like ISO and f-stop and
trust me, we
all did it. Bro, like I'm picking. Then so I remember like being at like my best thing I did was edit. So I remember just being there and one kid is like, yo, like what's your he's like, what's your f-stop at right now? I'm like, I don't know.
You're just winging it at this point.
But like it's like, but I needed that experience, like to like really, all right, this is what this is. Even to this day, I think I'll know my camera. Then I'm like, yo, I could have been doing this whole time, like to this day. So then, yeah, bro, like so that was definitely like just right place, right time. Like it was COVID. A lot of people couldn't really go to a lot of games. Like nowadays, you'll go to a game, you might see 50 cameramen there. Like 'cause a lot of people couldn't really do it. So then that was my time, I guess. Like, it was perfect timing.
Got you. So when you're doing this stuff with Ian and of course the EYBL circuit, what was the hardest part about producing or creating this type of content?
Just like trying to stay creative, like and like not be in my own head. 'Cause say like something don't work, like it don't get a lot of views or something. Like I learned, oh, it's all right. Like learn from that. Like I'm trying to just brush it off. Next thing. Like if I'm dwelling on, oh, I should have did this, I should have did that, I should have did, like, nah, like, this is my creativeness, like, just do what I want, like, I'm storyboarding, how do I want to see it, how does it fit with this guy's story, stuff like that. Like my main thing is like really feeling their story, trying to tell their story. So I'm like been good with that, like connecting with people and stuff like that. So I feel like that's how I transition to it.
The storytelling, you kind of preaching to me right now because I'm a big storyteller, or trying to get the story that everybody attaches themselves to. When looking for a story or when trying to tell a story, what are the things that ring off in your head?
Bro, to be honest, like it's just kind of like something it hit for me, like, cause like even like it's crazy, cause even after this year, or after last year, I had doing docs with Ian, and I did a doc with Boogie. So I was with Ian and Boogie all the time 2 years ago, or whatever year that was.
Yeah, about 3, but it's alright. Yeah.
With Ian and Boogie all the time. They go to college. Boogie in Arkansas, Ian in North Carolina at the time. Everywhere I go in New York, who you doing a doc on this year? Who's the doc this year? Who's the doc? In my head, I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I knew, like, Connor and Jahda. Like, I had seen them in the summer. Like, and I just, like, been around them a little bit. Like, Connor was big, but I feel like Jahda was getting there.
Yeah.
But I'm really watching. I'm like, yo, he's gonna dominate this year. Like, he's gonna dominate. I did not. Like, I hit them, I was like, yo, like, let's do a video, like, let's do, like, some video, like, I'm gonna come record your ISA, whatever, I'm recording them, I'm like.
Right, I seen that, man.
So I'm like, nah, this gotta be a story this year, like, it's gotta be a story, but I never expected it to do what it, like, their impact this year was crazy.
Yeah, well, that was gonna be later down the line, but might as well talk about it since we already here.
It just, like, flowed, but, like I said, bro, it was just, like, it just worked out. Like, I felt it. Like, yo, like, I feel this story. I was like, it's gonna be a great story. It's gonna be a great story. And then, like, I'm not even done yet, but, like, the end of the season is even crazier because, like, people don't even know it yet. But Jahda got hurt. Like, some people know, some people don't. Jahda got hurt. Jahda wasn't about to play in a few of those games. Like, Trav had got hurt. But then, like, they running around belt boys. Everybody waiting to win. To say it right back to them, it's just like it was like a crazy story. Like that was a fun group to follow around this year, bro. That was a fun group.
So let's follow that up. Thomas Jefferson, Brooklyn Boys is the name of the doc. 2 episodes out. I'm not gonna lie. When you walked in and I said, "Oh, this dude is doing a Jefferson doc," I said, "Oh, this motherfucker right here."
Yo,
this motherfucker right here. He just told me he moved to New York City. So I'm like, all right, my boy in New York City more often. All right, we could tap in some more. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, yo, I need you to understand, though, like, you were there. You're like, you. When I say great opportunist, when you decide to do that, I know you just said Jahda and Connor from EYBL circuit or AAU circuit, but did you really understand what you were walking into when you decided, okay, I'm going to follow these 2 guys with their team and see how this goes? Did you?
Bro, no, because like you said, I'm from Connecticut, so I've been out in New York now. This is I'm on my 3rd year right now. So first years I'm recording Catholic League. Catholic League was pretty much lit like back then. Exactly. I didn't really know about the public league like that. I seen that championship game a few years ago. When it hit the buzzer, I
was there.
And then I know Jakai transferred the year before, like, and then I know they had the big the big messiness that was going on. That's all That's all I really knew about it. That's all I really knew about it. And then, like, of course, you hear about, like, Lance and all them
the throwback stuff.
So I didn't really know about it. Then I'm walking in this year. I'm like, yo, publicly move. It's my first experience, and I'm like, oh, publicly move different. I loved
That's crazy.
It was just so authentic though. Like, it was so authentic. And then shout out Coach Bud. Like, he was with everything. Like, come record me yelling at them. Like,
nah, yeah, he usually is with everything.
Yeah, like come. I don't care if you recording me like yelling at them, MF this, MF that. Like, but like. That's how real basketball is. Like, a lot, like, I've been around some coaches like, oh, like, don't record this. Like, but I'm gonna respect that if you're a coach. This is like unfiltered. Like, so nah, I didn't expect that, but it worked out. Like, I'm always grateful for whoever let me in today's circle and stuff like that, because they don't have, like, they could be like, nah, we good. Like, and I've seen that happen to like a lot of people, but like they like trusted me to come in and they respected my work and stuff, so yeah, it worked out.
When you said earlier you talked about going towards the youth, those are 2 kids that really have Brooklyn. That was before you even stepped into the room. Like Connor, just to give you backstory, Connor's in Gers Park, Street Ball, all that. playing against grown men, dunking on him.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? From once he was a freshman, he kind of was already on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Jahda, it took a little bit of time, but people that watch basketball closely knew, okay, at some point he's gonna click.
That's what I'm seeing. Like I'm literally like I'm at NY. Like I'm like, oh, they getting the oohs and ahs are a little bit louder when they scoring like than when this person scores. Oh, like the people loving them. I'm seeing like I said, I watch everything. They posting, they got 1 million comments under every single picture. Everybody reposting them. Oh, you so tough, you so tough, you so tough. Blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, let me see if they really got a story here. Like, and then like even like I'll interview them and be like, yo, like they're like, yo, like this is crazy. Like everybody coming up to me asking for pictures and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I liked it because it was such a different story than like Ian and Boogie. Like Ian and Boogie been top 10 in the country.
Been
like
talked about.
Yeah, like they top 10 in the country, going to USA camp, going to all these camps, like whatever. Like they were up there. These is hungry kids. Like Connor had wanted those offers. Like Jahda's trying to get on the map, get offers. So it was like, all right, like let me do a different type of story this year. And it's been great. I can't wait till I drop the last episode.
So episode 3 is gonna be the last episode. At least for
now. Like
okay.
Jahda's on Lightning this year, so I'm pretty sure he's a fan favorite. So I gotta give the people what they want.
Get some stuff for him.
Yeah.
Word. Okay. All right. Damn, I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, I'll ask you this before we switch topics. Jahda has one more year of high school eligibility. Even though Connor will be going to college, wherever you go, Connor, the hood will follow. New York City will support. Would you think about, or have you already thought about, a potential season 2 to this?
Yeah, we'll see. I'll leave it up in the air.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll give y'all that. I can't ask the man no more questions because clearly we can't give away the tea too much. But so before we went off into to Thomas Jefferson, the last thing on Ian, he just made some big news today. He put himself in the transfer portal and came out a Johnny, St. John's Johnny, came back to the crib. Just early reactions to that. Seeing him come home after he's been away for some time, and knowing that you guys have previous work, he probably already in your phone like, yo, we gonna work, we gonna start something new. But of course, him being back in New York, what does that do for you? And seeing his progression, I think most people in New York City felt like he's an NBA talent already, but first year didn't go how it was supposed to go for him at least. Talk about what you think he's gonna do in a St. John's uniform.
I think he's gonna be great at St. John's, bro. Like especially like people think like, oh, like he didn't even necessarily failed last. Like he was all ACC still, like still averaged 12. Like a lot of people don't average 12 points in college. Like the team just wasn't that good. They weren't that good for North Carolina standards. They underachieved at the end of the year. Like he kind of got put on the bench for who knows why. Like, but like, hey, like whatever, situation didn't work. Chalk that up. Now, hey, I bet you all those coaches, yo, Ian, we got this for you, bro. Come here. Rick Pitino himself tweeted today. Yeah, can't wait to get Ian my next point guard. I texted Ian. I said, oh,
point guard Ian.
I said they're giving you the keys. I bet.
Point guard Ian might look scary though. I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah, bro, like he gonna be fine. Like he, like you said, NBA talent, bro. He gonna learn from whatever happened last year, and then it's just gonna build on it. Like just gonna build on it. He gonna be straight.
From there, I go to this topic, media-player relationships. I don't think it's talked about enough, maybe on a pro level. One of the reasons why I got into this space was because I felt that on a professional level, the relationship between the two was bad. So
it's terrible.
Even from when I was a little kid, I'm like, okay, we see the LeBrons out, we see the Kobe's out. They're not really talking to the media as much, unless it's like an ESPN special where they have no choice. You don't see them talking to the media. So that was one of the things that gravitated me towards this. So to that, I'll ask you this. What player do you have a great relationship with, like your best relationship with, and why do you think you guys have clicked so much?
Player that I've recorded,
covered, met, and maybe have done some work with. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll say like Boogie or Ian, and then Boogie. The Boogie one was kind of different because it wasn't like I was like I don't want to even say forced to be around. Like Ian, I was around because like he was on Lightning, like they was there. Ellie and Tahad, I was on the plane with them, riding in the car with them. Like it's just like they being annoying little kids. Like at one point, like Tahad acting crazy. Like, but like that's like I'm just that's like I'm a coach around you, like whatever. But I'm the one with the camera, like. And then like Boogie was a little bit different. I feel like Boogie like just respected my work and stuff like that. Like at first, like I remember they won like the Archdiocese. That's the first time I recorded him. He like collabed all that. He's like, yo, like let's get right. EYBL made another video with him. Like he was always cool. Like then I hit him up, yo, I have an idea. Like yeah, I'm with it. Just texted him the other day, like yo, let's do like a day in the life or a draft, whatever. Yeah, I'm with it. Like they've been cool. Now I start
We just got a sneak peek, y'all.
He going on like even when he's at Step, like shout out Coach Pat. Like he let me Coach Pat let me come in the locker room and stuff like that. Like he sees like, oh, Boogie's cool with him. Like, and I'm not to talk on like the player media relationships. I don't care about making you look bad. I don't care about getting a first drop. Like, I don't care to make like let's do an NBA example. Like, I don't care who your girlfriend is, and like I don't care. I don't give nothing about that. I'm trying to show love, bro. Like I feel like that's what's missing in the media on that level. Like even like when you like they always looking at like Chuck and Shaq and them like those things. I work in the media space too, so I know like yeah, whatever, those things might get the ratings, but like players just seeing what y'all saying, bro. Like people think like players always be like, yeah, I don't see them. Like bro, you're scrolling on your phone too, bro. Like it's gonna just show you. Like you scroll,
it's gonna get there.
You scroll, you could not even want to see it. You scroll, it's gonna just be in front of your face. So I'm like, yo, like let me like big a player up. Like oh yeah. If he had a bad game, I think he gonna play better. Like players, that people feed over that, and the game's just gonna get better. But I think as it gets older, like these younger players are seeing that, like the media scrutinizing me like that. So like it's just gonna get better, I think, than from what it is now. But yeah, you know the older guys now, like
Yeah. The older guys, even though we will soon end up being these older guys, maybe like, I feel change the wave.
Yeah, that's why I feel like people are learning from that now. It's like, all right, like this might not be it. Like so, hopefully it goes another direction.
Since you're in New York City, you kind of see the media landscape and how we do things a little bit over here. What are the differences or similarities that you may see from Connecticut videographers, media guys compared to us in New York City?
New York City is definitely more close knit. I'll definitely say like I said a video before. It's like I just love the fandom in the media in New York. Like everyone like people be on like after the game. It's a lot like shout out NYC prospects, all them. Randy and them, they be on live after the game. It's 300 people in the live.
Yeah, I remember you said that on your podcast.
Yo, it's 300 people in the live. I'm like, damn, like, but people really genuinely care about it. Like, then at New York, like in Connecticut, like if it's a summer league game, like I wish we had that, but we don't. If it's a summer league game, ain't nobody there. Nobody care about the summer league. You might go to the playoffs in the high school season, but it's New York. I remember they had that like blackout game or something this summer.
Oh, that was at Smart Ball in Harlem.
Yeah, but even like I don't even know about that. It's like everything got a crowd. Like it's gonna be a crowd. It's gonna be lit there.
Depending on who's playing and who's in it,
then like media's gonna be there. Like everyone's talking about it. Like it's the buzz of the town and the basketball community. Like I love that. Like people genuinely care. I feel like that's what kids need. Like someone behind them to care about what they doing. If you don't, if you an older person and you don't care, like they won't. You feel me? They won't translate.
So we were talking about media player relationships, and how much you've connected with the youth, and you've talked about earlier in the pod, going younger first before getting to the senior guys and the junior guys. I'll ask this, and you've name dropped some people and made hoops and slam different corporations. So as you rise to stardom in this space, would you rather the recognition from the youth or recognition from these corporate guys?
It comes with it. So I've worked with like people don't know, like I keep that kind of like I kind of keep my own pages to what I do, but like I worked with Slam, I worked for Overtime, work with Pat Bev Pod, like I do all this stuff too. So I'm learning from these media these are media giants in the space. I worked with May Hoops, like I'm learning from them. But then when I do my own stuff, it's like, all right, like if they want to, these people, those like people in those back rooms, they want to know how to connect to those kids. And they think it's like some crazy science or something like that. I'm like, nah, I'm just cool with him. Like, they're like, oh yeah, like how are you working with Ian? Like how's it working with Ian? I'm like, bro, he's a normal kid.
Yeah, they start to treat these kids like celebrities too early.
But yeah, like they're literally normal kids. Like they like 18 years old. Like, but then like they like when they see that and you're connecting with them, like it's like, oh yeah, we want to work with you too. Like we're bringing you in too. So like it's just a mutual respect amongst everybody. Like I'm not fiending to be cool with a kid. Like if you like if the kid don't like if he don't like my stuff or he like is like being Hollywood, like all right, bro, like, I'm not like, oh please let me record you, bro, please, like I'm begging you. Like nah, like
the kids will call that glazing, I think.
Yeah, like I'm not like, oh, like but if we got a relationship, like yeah, like let's get right, bro. And then these like it's gonna come, like people gonna see it.
Yes, sir. New York versus New York. You've been at previous stops before, but this year you put a documentary together, 3-part documentary. Describe, was that your idea? Was that a New York versus New York idea?
Nah, they actually presented the idea with me. Shout out Kareem and his team over at Nike. He was a fan of the Boogie documentary and Ian documentary and all that stuff. Like he was like, yo, bro, I think we could do something with New York. Because before I had just went to New York, kind of just recording it. The year before I had helped out a little bit with their social stuff, recording videos. But then one other time I had went there the year before, I had just went there as a fan. I had my camera, of course, but like they had seen I had posted something, and then they kind of made a connection there. So like yeah, just building those relationships. They saw my capabilities, and the way it came together was just so fire. I'm actually gonna put out probably the full length. I'm gonna just put them all together, but probably like right before the summer or something like that. But like just like I'll go back. I don't even really like to go back and watch my work sometimes, but that like those came out fire, bro.
Would you consider this piece of work your best work yet?
That like the storylines of that, definitely, bro. Like that was just like I put a lot of effort into those videos.
Separate interviews, getting like, guys in their cribs or whatever.
Like I put a lot of work in, like just
dual
like
angle stuff.
Like that was like a lot of the other stuff is kind of like run and gun storytelling. This was like connecting the dots. It was like it was like a challenge to myself, and it just made me better as an editor, storyteller, stuff like that too.
Challenges. So what do you think is your next challenge though? Because of course in this space, we always have to find our next challenge, find our next thing that would make our brain run, make our brain be more creative in what we want to portray to the people. So what is your next challenge, or what has been your toughest challenge? Yeah,
so now this year I've kind of been doing like a lot of like, all right, like I'm doing stuff behind the camera. People know I make the docs and all this stuff. I'm like, all right, let me put myself out there and like use my basketball knowledge and give my opinion on things. Like, let me go record it and then put my face in the video. Like, oh, this is how I felt about this game. This kid was hooping. This kid was doing that. This person was doing that. And then those have just been doing like very well.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Those videos have been doing some numbers ever since you started doing those.
They've been doing very well, and I'm putting my voice behind it. Then like it's not even just like I just like I actually just like I'll get DMs from like kids like that I don't know or something. They're like, yo. Like one day you gonna make a video about me, bro. Like I love that though. I'm like, damn, like my opinion like means something to you though. Like my opinion means something. And then like even like adults would like, oh, like please like come check out my kid. I got this kid. He's so talented. Blah blah blah. Like clearly I'm one person. I can't go see everything, but I just like it's like all right. Like I'd be like, yeah, just hoop. Like just hoop. If you getting buckets and hooping, I'm gonna find out. The internet gonna tell me. Then from me, I'll work from there. But yeah, that's been my main challenge. Like, all right, like I'm good with the camera. Let me try this other side of the media too. Let me like get in front of it too. So,
in terms of the corporations aspect, clearly your videos are doing numbers, so they're seeing these things. How do you carry yourself when negotiating with these corporations for potential pay, or how do you just present yourself period to these people when they don't know how you look, who you are, but they just see Shake Hoop's Instagram handle and be like, okay, I know that guy. So how do you navigate those relationships and continue to build on those?
Yeah, just trying to build great connections. Like I try to think like my work is preceding itself. Like people gonna go look at my LinkedIn. They're gonna like everything we put out into the world now is your portfolio. Like I could look like you did research before this. Like you could just search somebody up, find out what you need to know about them, and then that's what proceeds with it. And then like negotiating and stuff. It's like, all right, like you seen I've done this. Like balls in your court. Then talk from there. Of course, every situation is different. I try to do things that I know will benefit me. Like some things it's like, all right, like maybe it's good for your company, but I don't know, like maybe if I do that with you, this company's like, oh, he's doing anything. Like or stuff like that. Like so I'm trying to, it's definitely like I'm still learning as I go too. Like I'm not like the most crazy business. I'm not gonna claim to be some crazy business savvy person. I'm just learning as I go. But yeah, it's just been a fun ride.
Any regrets while navigating this media producer videography space ever since you've gotten into it?
Bro, only my only, I don't even have any regrets. One time I didn't go to something because I said I was tired. I said I was like I had just came back from like a work trip, maybe like 2 work trips back to back. It was like it was like maybe in the fall. They're like, yo, come to Nike's having this thing. Come pull up, blah, blah, blah. At, I forgot where it was, somewhere in the city, wherever. I'm like, it's probably just New York. Like, I'm good. It's like that big Nike World Basketball Festival. You remember that?
I never got, I missed out on that one, too. I missed out on that, too.
Bro, I was like, it's nothing, like, whatever. Like, I see every top player, every Nike athlete ever. I said, all right, I'm never skipping nothing. Like, if I'm tired, I'll be tired tomorrow. Like, if it's something like that, I gotta go. But that's not even a regret. That's just, like, bad luck.
I ain't gonna lie. I was too, like, so me starting out, I was too street ball oriented. That's my start, like, to getting into this space. It was street ball. And I thought that was end all be all. People were telling me, yo, you gotta get into the high school space. And if I probably did that 2 years earlier, we probably would have been in a different light. But that was probably my one regret of this whole thing. It's like, damn, if I had listened to this person when they said get into high school, I would probably be at a different spot. But
when you start, like, would you pick up the camera and stuff?
I picked up the camera 2019. I was just speaking podcast stuff, sitting in this chair right here with the guys talking about NBA, football, all that stuff. I didn't start videoing basketball till 2021 Gersh summer. Me and one of my mans that was here, basically the commissioner DP at Gersh, he coaches at my high school basketball team. So that's how I even know him. And he was like, yo, Gersh Park, what's the word? Can we cover that? And from there it was just smooth sailing. So the whole high school landscape, I was so like unknown to it. Like, I know these guys start somewhere and then they rise through the ranks, but I didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah, that's me, like, learning about, like, street ball in New York now. Like, I used, like, before, of course, I know New York, but it's now, like, oh, Dykeman got their own thing, Gersh got their own thing, Top of the Hill, like, all this stuff. I'm like, oh, I might pop out for some of this stuff this year. Where the grown folks argue every call and all that BS, like,
for sure. So when you speak on the World Festival, I missed out on that because I just wasn't in the loop. Like, I was outside a little bit, but I wasn't knowing these summer events. New York, like last year, like this past summer, that was my first time really being able to cover New York versus New York. All those other years, I barely knew about it or I couldn't even get in.
Yeah.
So when you say missing out on the World Festival, I saw all them videos coming out. I said, damn, what did I miss?
Yeah, I tweaked with that one.
KD, Sabrina Ionescu, everybody's over there. Everybody Nike brand was over there.
Honestly, that's even just like something to have. Like, it's like, yeah, I was there. Like, I was there.
Just like how this past year they had the Victory Road and building up the court over there. That was a sight to see.
Yeah, that was fire.
Not gonna lie, but cool. Let's pivot some more. We have talked about a lot of different things that revolve around what you do, the different path you've taken from basketball to videographer, and still kind of intertwining the two. Have you ever given advice to hoopers, in terms of basketball advice?
Now I am, like, growing up, like I said, like, I was good, but I wasn't always like I wasn't like the best at anything. I was kind of like a jack of all trades, but I was good. Like, I was able to go all state and stuff like this. But one thing coaches always told me is I have a great IQ for the game. Like, that was the one thing that always stood out with everybody. But I never wanted to be a coach because I think coaching is one of the hardest jobs. Like, bro, like, you could put 5 players on the court and somebody gonna hate you. Like no matter no matter how good of a coach you are, somebody on that bench hates you because they're not in the game. So I'm like, I don't really want to do that.
Oh man.
I'm gonna just be in this media space. So then now it's like people reaching out like, oh, like people will comment on my TikToks and stuff like, how do you feel about this?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about what do you think I should do for this? Like, how would you navigate this? I'm like, all right, this is my, like, I've realized this is my lane. This is how I'm gonna give back to it. It's like, all right, like, maybe you should try this. Like, oh, like, maybe you don't need to go to prep school. I'll try. Like, I've tried it because there's more players out there like me that tried this stuff and didn't go D1, didn't go to NBA. There's way more of those out there than the success stories that you hear. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna see, like, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. So like now I'm doing more of like the advice and stuff like that. So
all right. So we winding down a little bit. So this is the part where I kind of just give you, some rapid fire questions. You could take however long to answer these. What's your end goal?
Like, the crazy thing is, like, I don't think everybody I see, they don't start, like, I like to just, like, people I know, like, or people I've seen, like, even seeing, like, I don't know how, like Gilly and Wallow. Like, Gilly was a rapper. Now they're motivational speaking and stuff like this, all that. Like,
Facts.
Stephen A. started out in the newspaper. Now he's about to run for president, got $100 million contract. Like, it's like I don't gotta be a videographer or video producer my whole life. Like, maybe I want to be a scout at some point. Like, maybe I want to do something else in the basketball space. Maybe I want to get out the basketball space. But it's like, all right, if I put my head down and work, it'll lead me to that. So I don't really have a set end goal, but I know, like, different things could come from if I'm working hard. So
what's the most difficult thing that has happened to you in this space?
Most difficult. You gotta, like, just putting my ego aside for certain things, I guess. Like, you gotta put your ego aside. Like, sometimes you just gotta do the work. Like, hey, get it done. Stuff like that, probably.
Okay. What's something you haven't done in this business?
Haven't done? Something I haven't done? I've done a lot, bro.
Yeah, I know. This is where we get into the real nitty gritty. Like, what is Shaky thinking? What does he want to do?
Haven't done? I would love to do, like, a brand deal with myself. Like, I've done brand deals for company, like for the company. Like, I've been in charge of that and stuff. But, like, I would love a brand to reach out to me, be like, oh yeah, we want to sponsor Shake Hoops for like something like that. That'd be cool.
Okay, all right. This might be a nice fan question that I came up with. Who's tougher, Jordan Pettway with a basketball or Shake Hoops with a camera?
I'm better at basketball, bro. I'm better at basketball.
No brainer?
Nah, I'm better at basketball. No, everybody gonna disagree, but I'm just that's a lot of years of basketball. Nah, honest, I'm good with the camera though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm good, but basketball. I don't care what y'all think either. I don't care.
This kind of leads me to this media wars. NYC Prospect kind of put this idea out in the space of media guys that record basketball, pick up the basketball themselves. This is the time where I would give you to state your case why no one should be challenging Shake Hoops to a basketball 1v1, 2v2, whatever the hell it is. And why they should stick to the camera. So why should other hoopers, other camera guys that hoop on the side, stay away from Shake?
They could just look it up, man. Everything's on the internet with me. I don't gotta tell no tall tales. I did that. It's all out there in the internet.
All right, so I'll ask this question then as a follow up. Is there somebody that hoops that also picks up a camera that you actually want to play?
Nobody that I directly want to play, but I know Shots by Kai. That's my man. Kai was tough in high school. Remy, Uncut Remy, he's tough.
I didn't know he.
Yeah, Remy used to hoop. Used to hoop.
All right.
Sav used to hoop. Who else used to hoop?
I know Law Shots used to hoop. He liked to keep that on the low though.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
He went JUCO. He was yeah, word. He was tough.
Lost.
He gonna be mad I put that too, but it's all right though, cause he put out like a couple,
Yeah, people
videos.
I be trying to like, why y'all being incognito? Let them know.
Cause they know that when they put that out there, New York City's gonna be like, yo, what's up outside? Like, holla at me. But yeah, do you have a name or that's it?
No, I don't got nobody. Oh yeah, you need to play me. It's like, all right,
okay,
I'll see you at a run or something.
Okay.
I'm washed now. I just hoop for cardio.
Who's Shake Hoop's best player that he watched play this year?
That I watched play this year.
Watched, recorded, whatever. Who's the best player you've seen in New York City this year?
In New York City?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you want to, New York City. Catholic, public school, whatever it is. Yeah, that's where we get to it. Yeah, that's where we get to it.
Best player that I watched this year. That's a tough one, bro.
I know. Some relationships might be a little mad with that one. Some of them might be like, why you ain't pick me? Then there's going to be guys that is like.
I'm going Kai, bro. Kyan
Anthony.
Yeah. He was the best player I watched this year.
So do you.
Does that count?
No, it do. Lehigh is in Long Island. That counts.
Yeah.
For sure. Why him? Some people feel he shouldn't be number one ranked in New York City. Some people do. Why him?
Kyan actually had a craziest come up, and a lot of people could really learn from that. Like, Kyan ain't play his freshman, sophomore year, like, at all.
He was at Christ the King.
Yeah, he was at Christ the King at all, like, on the bench. Like, he was like, and he wasn't even like tall like how he is now. He was like short. He sprouted up like late.
Yep.
So he like kind of developed, and I like watched it. Like, I remember like going to record him. Like I said, I was recording those younger guys too at that time. 16 when he was on 16s with Team Mello. I'm like, let me go record a young guy. Yeah. But then when I was 17, I don't even want to record this, bro. It's too many cameras.
Yeah,
there.
it's too many guys.
So, but like then this year he was hurt beginning of the year, and then he came back and turned that Lehigh team up. Like they lost in the championship, EYBL Scholastic. He had turned up in that tournament. They lost to Darren Peterson and Chipotle. Like he was like the most, like, I feel like he, like, anyone in front of him he was going at this year, and like he went at, like, he was playing against top dogs every night. Like, it's a little different when you playing like public and Catholic compared to like a national schedule, I know, but like that's sort of, I gotta roll with him this year.
Okay. I guess my last thing, we could end here because I know it's around that time, studio time. This is something that I do with all my guests. I give them the opportunity to look into that camera, and whatever's on their chest, whether it's advice, something that's been irking you, whatever it is, here's your 5 minutes, 30 seconds, 15 minutes, whatever it is. Look into that camera and say whatever you got to say.
I actually do got a son to say to the media that I be seeing, like, some guys, like, I feel like you don't gotta be beefing with other media members. You don't need to be beefing with other media members. It's a big enough space. I feel like sometimes we get it confused that it's a basketball. Like, we record in basketball, and basketball is extremely competitive. As media, you don't really gotta be beefing with other media members. Like it's enough room for everybody. Everybody could get 1 million. You both could get 1 million views. Or all four people could get 1 million views. Like, you don't gotta be beefing with that. That's a waste of time. But hey, it's funny to look at though. I'll be laughing.
And on that note, you know what? I'll add to that. Not to steal your thunder, but I agree. And it's time to go. Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm looking at my media people. I'm sorry. But one thing I'll say is this. It's one thing to, how I say, support your team. It's the next to take that support and try to diminish others. I think that's where the media beef that Shake is referring to the lines start to get a little blurred. Our passion for the team that we're recording for may overtake us, and now we're just, it's us against the world. When it really should be, if you're from New York City against the world. But you know.
That's also the different thing. Like when you with a team, you like
you start to
last year I'm with Lightning. They playing like Oakland Soldiers and like the Elite Eight. I'm like, yo, come on. But then like I'm cool with AJ and stuff too.
You center yourself and realize, we gotta be unbiased.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But SwayReporting Live one-on-one sit downs. Shake Hoops here. I hope you learned something about this man that you didn't know before. Hopefully he taught you something, young hoopers. I hope you learned something today. And you know, make sure you say what's up to him. He's a personable person. He will say hello. He will keep it P. And like he said earlier, if you get buckets, you'll end up in the mix. You might just hoop.
It's that simple. Just hoop.
That's gonna be the title of this episode. Just hoop. Shaky Hoops, Jordan Pettway. Appreciate you. Another one, guys. SwayReporting Live one-on-one sit downs. Catch you on the next one.